Alright, well I got something new in today. This is the Lyman Universal Press Stand. As you can see, it looks a lot like the ones that people get from Inline Fabrication. And, you know, all the ones I've seen that people do videos on, they look really great. I was actually looking at getting one of those, and I just happened across this one. And, you know, I've got this Lyman 8 turret stand over here. Uncle Jim, close your eyes. There might be some mess over here. I don't want to make you upset, but I'm going to put the this riser, the stand, on that press right there. And it's a Lyman. You know, like I said, I was looking at the Inline Fabrication ones, and I just happened to come across this. I guess it's pretty much new. I don't know if it's as good or it's not as good, but it's cheaper. I got this press, or this riser, from Mid-South Shooters Supply. I got an email. It was in stock. It was $53.99. So that's I think it's about $20 cheaper maybe than Inline Fabrication. I don't know, but I mean, for what it's worth, this is what I got. So, and it just raises the press up, you know, if anybody doesn't know, to kind of get it more to eye level, because it makes it easier to work on if you can look at it straight up eye, you know, contact. So this is the first time I'm opening it up just to see what's in here. Some bolts. There's the instruction manual, and I don't know, it says it's configured for like lots of different stands. As you can see there, there's the Lyman ones, RCBS, Hornady, Lee. I mean, it says it'll fit the well, it's classic cast value turret. I've got a Lee classic turret press too, so I don't know if this will fit that or not. But there's the one plate. I don't know, looks pretty good. I mean, it's got a few little dings on it, you know, probably just from shipping. But I mean, it looks decent, you know. It's definitely some heavy steel. The finish looks pretty good, you know. So there's that plate. And here's, I guess, one of the sides. Or no, this is, I don't know. I have to get this thing out and see what, I guess that's the, so let's see, there's the side there, Lyman. And let's see, there's the other side, and it says Lyman on it too. So there's your two sides. Oh, this is the middle brace here, the middle brace that goes across the middle. So, you know, it goes like that right there, I guess, to the other part. And then, alright, well, I got it put together, and it's pretty solid. You know, it comes with the this, you can put it this way if you want it to set back, you know, give yourself, you know, room to set back off your bench a little bit, or you can turn it this way. And this is the way I mounted the top plate, because I just want to have it, you know, flush mounted, you know, with the bench out, you know, as close to me as I can. And then these are the, I turned it the way that it said for the All-American 8. These are the 3 holes to mount it, and you know, it's universally drilled. There's different, you know, it tells you what all to do, and I'm guessing, you know, the side 3, which is this side, you know, these 3 holes right here, looks like that's for the Lee, because that's what it says here, Lee, pretty much all the Lee stuff. So if you get like a Lee classic turret press or whatever, you basically just flip it around, you know, and put that here if this is where you want it, or that side. So there's all the rest of it. The side 1, of course, it fits all the Lyman. Side 2, which is, let's see, this side back here, says it fits RCBS and Hornady. Side 3, and then which I just went over, and then side 4 is for the retting or whatever. Then the second plate, which I didn't use, but if you have a Dillon, or this one is side 3 is blank, you can, I guess, drill your own holes if you got something different or if it doesn't work for you, you know. But this is pretty thick steel. You'd have to have a pretty good drill bit, drill press, you know, to drill through this to make it, you know, useful, or it wouldn't make a mess or whatever. But anyways, this is what I got put together, and I got a bunch of mounting hardware. I mean, that's not for mounting it to the bench, it's just the different mounting hardware they give you for this, you know, to mount the press, you know, to the riser. That's all the hardware they give you, I guess, for any different type of press you want, you know. I mean, that I've actually got in the bench with like lag screws, you know, screwed into the 2x4s. I'm about to take those out, and it's going to be kind of a job. It worked out pretty well, because I think I got, on this bench, I got the 2x4 supports, I think, about where I need to have them for this, to put them here and here to anchor them in 2x4s to make it solid, you know. And then I don't know what bolts, you know, they give you so many bolts to mount this thing. There's the, let's see, these are the biggest ones here, so that's probably, looks like probably what I'll use right there, I guess, you know, to mount the where's the other one at? You know, to mount the press on here. So I don't know, I'll go ahead and give this a shot and see what happens. You know what I mean? This is not something, I guess, for everybody. I mean, it's you know, watch a Crazy Scotsman. He's got some of these inline fabrication. He says he stands up when he reloads, and you know, this bench that I've got, it's pretty high anyway. I'm not exactly sure. I can't remember how high I made these, but it's a higher, you know, countertop. I think it's like 38 or 39 inches or something like that. Anyways, because I like them high, but this just gives you, I mean, you could stand up, or I mean, I don't stand up, but I'll just, you know, sit down, but it'll give me like if I stand up, I'm still looking down on it, you know. But if I'm sitting on a stool, which I've got a, you know, like a raised stool back here, then I'll pretty much have a straight on, you know, eye level shot of the press, which is kind of what I'm wanting anyway. So let me get this finished up here. Alright, getting closer. Took the press off. And you can see the 3 holes I've got there, big holes. I had that thing bolted in with these lag screws, and it was solid, you know. And I've got 2x4s running this way, and then right here I've got there's two 2x4s right here, so there's that much. Right here I don't have one, because I've got one like right here going this way. I think I looked, there's not enough room for me to get up underneath there and put another one there. I've got them too close together right there. But I'm just gonna have to put these lag screws in on these 3 here, and then this back corner back here, I'm just gonna have to drill all the way through and then try that. And then if I don't like it, then I'll have to maybe try to figure out how to get up underneath there and put another 2x4 going back in here somehow. But anyways, this is what I got going so far. Alright, well, here we go, and that thing is solid. It is not budging. And the only thing I messed up, the finish, I got this screw here. I guess I tightened it down, probably my fault, but I don't know if you can see where I tightened it down so tight, because I mean, it was pulling into the wood. I mean, it's solid as you can get, but I actually tightened it down a little bit too tight probably, and cracked the paint right there. The paint's coming off, so I actually cracked the paint on it. I was a little bit more, that's the first one I did. I was a little bit more careful on these other ones not to go overboard with the you know, torque on them, get them take them down too hard. But yeah, that sucker, I got her. She's solid now. I just need to fill in those holes there with something. Which, this is a crappy counter anyway. I was wanting to get like a nice counter eventually and put on here, and I probably will, but you know, this is getting the job done for now. So, but yeah, I need to probably fill those in with something before too long. So now let's get the press on there. Alright, Uncle Jim, don't look. Just kidding. It's a mess, but I got it done. I measured, I don't know what I said earlier, but I measured this. It's 37 inches. This bench, I made it 37 inches tall. And then this is 9 1/4, so it's 46 1/4 to right here, basically. And then you know, the press is there. So all in all, it works out pretty good. I mean, you can stand up and reload pretty easily, or you know, what I've got a stool, you know, and I like to me it's just the good thing about it is it's more of a straight on shot. Instead of looking down or keeping your head bent down and whatever, it's just more of a straight on shot to see what you're doing, you know. And I don't know, if I like it, I may get another one for the Lee. Yeah, the Lee looks pretty pitiful now compared to that one, you know, the way it's got set up. But you know, if I don't know, and I might get the inline fabrication one for the Lee or whatever. I don't know. It's just, I got this. It's the Lyman. It looks pretty solid. I mean, it's, you know, this thing is it's solid. It's not moving, and that's the main thing you want, you know. It's as solid as you can get it. So I'm gonna take a couple more views of it, maybe a side view or something, and you know, we'll wrap it up here. Okay, so here's the side view. You know, if I can get a side view of it, that's pretty much what it looks like. I've got the flat side, you know, going forward toward the edge of the bench there, and then you know, you can see my stool that I'm using there, and then the rest of the mess I've got to do some organizing. Uncle Jim, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I've let you down. I've got to get my stuff organized here. But it's you know, I like it. I think it's going to work out good for me. You know, I can still, I mean, sitting in the stool. I've got the stool up pretty high, you know, and I mean, I'm basically sitting on it with my legs, you know, touching the floor. But it's working out pretty good for me. I like it. And I don't know what else to say. You know, it looks like a pretty good solid piece of equipment. Besides, you know, when I tightened that one bolt down too hard, I cracked the paint, cracked the finish on it. But you would probably do that on anything if you tightened it down too hard like I did. So, but I think I'm gonna enjoy it, and hopefully this review maybe was helpful to somebody if you're looking for one of these. You know, for reloading, it seems like they, you know, I think it's going to be good. It's, like I said, you can get more of a straight-on shot of what you're doing, or at least that's what I'm looking forward to, without having to bend my neck down so far. But anyways, thanks for watching. Hopefully this was helpful. Hopefully it was enjoyable somewhat. Hope everybody's doing good. Go check out the reloadersnetwork.com, and everybody take care.